So welcome back. You know, this season there's a theme of sisterhood. Okay, we gotta talk about the sisterhood of Lydia and Aaliyah. Now, when I think of sisterhood, sometimes I think about sisterhood can be toxic. So if you ever had a friendship dynamic, sisterly dynamic with someone and it became toxic, this is a video for you. So let's get into it. Now, I'm just gonna get straight in, but first, how you like, subscribe, make sure you subscribe to my video. It really helps the algorithm. Your sister is almost to 1,000 and I need y'all help, okay? Now, getting into this whole dynamic between Lydia and Aaliyah, there's this theme of sisterhood, wanting to have connection, wanting to foster relationships, wanting to have that authenticness between you and another female relationship, but sometimes those relationships can be toxic, okay? As we have seen with Aaliyah, I think she really wanted to foster a connection with Lydia. Aaliyah was saying herself, Lydia is her strongest connection here. They just instantly clicked, but I think a lot of that has to do with their own attachment styles, okay? Aaliyah comes off a little bit more anxious. I know a lot of people think that she is secure, but there is an anxious aspect to that. And I think that Lydia can be manipulative, critical. She has some blind spots. And because of that, I think Aaliyah got sucked in. She got sucked in. And I wonder if the whole time, Lydia, knowing that she had this secret that she was keeping from her bestie, her biggest connection, Aaliyah, if she knew and kind of manipulate a little bit. I think at times we have relationships with women and we don't know, we can't see that sometimes that relationship is about what the other person can gain from us. That relationship can be about making that other person feel like better. Sometimes we hold friendships with people and all along that other person is like, I want you in my friendship. I want to be friends with you because you make me feel good about who I am as a person, but not in a very positive way. You feel my ego. You're below me. Maybe you're not in the best financial place. You just got a toxic relationship. Maybe you already are in a toxic relationship and your stuff, you being down here at your worst, makes this person feel better. Okay, let me know if you've ever been in a relationship like that where once you got out of being low, once you got out of just purely surviving and you feel like you were thriving, if your relationship with this person seemed to suffer, start to fade, start to change, because I believe that sometimes as women, we pit each other, we pit each other against one another. We sometimes look for our own needs, our own insecurities in other people. Sometimes we bring our own mother-daughter dynamic, that toxic, traumatic mother-daughter relationship into our friendships. It's really hard for us to gain authentic friendships. And I think that's another reason why Aaliyah felt so comfortable with Lydia, because maybe it was like, finally I found somebody that I can be myself. We're in this situation together. But unbeknownst to Aaliyah, I think Lydia had her own agenda. Okay, I'm curious to see how the rest of the season goes, but I really do think we have to talk about the toxicity in sisterhood. And I think we throw around the word sis, you my sister, you my ace, my day one, my ride or die. We throw that around to the wrong people. What's really at the foundation of that connection? What's really at the foundation of that relationship? Will this person really show up for me when I need them? Okay, are they checking on me? Are we growing? Are we fostering a healthy relationship? Is there vulnerability? Ask yourself, do you have vulnerability in your friendship? Is it fostering growth? Are you with me when I'm low and when I'm high? When I have my high moments, are you there? Are you celebrating with me when I have those milestones in my life and in my different relationships? Or are you in the background plotting against me? Or are you looking for something to talk bad about me about? Are you spreading my business to everybody else? We don't talk about how toxic sisterhood is. And if we talked more about that and how our own issues sometimes within us gets projected into our relationships, we could have healthier relationships. We have to talk about sisterhood. What does it mean to have sisterhood? Okay. Are you having relationships with people purely based off of loneliness? Okay. In your own life, do you have connections similar to that of Lydia and Aaliyah? Okay. Because you have to really think about, am I getting what I'm pouring in back? Okay. Am I pouring into something and I'm like, what am I getting back from this? We hang out, we go to brunch, we club, but will this person show up for me when I'm depressed? Will this person show up for me when my relationship ends? Okay. Will this person be with me on my sick days? How often do I hear from this person? Really ask yourself, is this really sisterhood? Is this a sisterhood that I want? Okay. Is this a sisterhood that I dreamed of? Or is this something that I have been holding on to because if I walk away from this friendship, what do I have left? Okay. Now going back to Lydia, could it have been production? I told her not to tell the secret, possibly, but knowing that you're building a foundation of a friendship with somebody and you were just with her man. I don't care how you can sit up and hold me, console me, have me cry on your shoulder, knowing you're holding a secret back from me. Okay, it comes off to me vile. It comes off to me manipulative, and it's not healthy. And I don't understand how how she thought even after Uche told her about their past relationship, she would still consider having a friendship, a relationship with Lydia. I did not understand that. To me, it's a place of maybe I'm used to accepting the bare minimum. Maybe I'm not used to, or I don't think I deserve better, that I find myself in these kind of situations, because there's no way as a woman I would still be able to be friends with you, because there's so much there in between us. You kept a secret from me from the beginning. How do you get past that? Okay. It's very much a toxic sisterhood. Okay. These pods don't matter. What really matters is what I need as an individual. I would have taken a step back and thought about, wait a minute. I cried with her. She holding me. And she was with my man not too long ago. Not only that, but I also believe when she started to share so much with Aaliyah, she was sharing too much. Okay. Was it from a place of love, or was it from a place of like, I'm going to sabotage? Now, I talked about this in a different video, but I really do believe that cannot have come from a good place. Let me have my own experience. Okay. Toxic. Okay. Lydia has some issues when it comes to herself that get projected onto people around her, as we saw with Aaliyah. I cannot be in a situation like this. I don't want a friendship like this. Let me know, have you ever been in a situation where you're trying to navigate something that happened in your friendship and continuing to move on and continue to grow? Can you grow from stuff like this? Can y'all have a conversation and still be friends? I'm not quite sure. Okay. Let me know your thoughts on Lydia and Aaliyah. Make sure you like this video, you subscribe, and I will see you next time.